We are not doctors. Nothing in this podcast should be taken as medical advice. Consult your physician before starting any workout routine. This is the Martial Heart Podcast.
Hey, everybody. Hello, how are you? This is episode whatever, 49 maybe. We'll be heading out to cardiac rehab and all of that. But so we talked about the allergic reaction to the sulfa in the blood pressure medication I was given. And then the blood pressure medication they told me to double up on because it wasn't working right. So that, of course, resulted in me feeling like really bad for about 3 weeks. So stopped that on Friday once I realized what was happening. Stopped it. Went through the weekend. Massive improvement in the way I felt. And so left messages for everyone on the portal. We have our little portal thing for our communication with our healthcare people, and telephone messages. Well, Monday, my family physician's office got back to me, which was kind of cool because Monday was a holiday, so we're not even sure if their doctor's offices were open. But they did call me, and they said that I would have to talk to my cardiologist because he's the one who did the prescription. So they don't want to prescribe something else because I'm under the care of this cardiologist, even though he screwed everything up. And we'll get back to that. So then didn't hear from the cardiologist until today. The cardiologist's office calls me this afternoon and says that they don't know how that happened because they shouldn't have been able to prescribe that to me because sulfa is listed as my allergy. And there's nothing in the system that says that this medication has sulfa in it, which I find a little strange. And I told her this because it's literally listed when you look it up on the internet, this drug. And it mentions, hey, if you have a sulfa allergy, don't take this drug. And hey, if you have a sulfa allergy, tell your doctor before being prescribed this medicine. But according to her, the system just sort of didn't have that in there. And so, because they shouldn't have been allowed to do it, the system is supposed to stop them from being able to do that. Prescribe me that medicine because I have that allergy listed. And, well, I have no idea if what they're saying is true. I don't have access to those systems. I don't know. But what I do know is that they asked me, what my blood pressure has been like. And I, went through my app. I have an app on my phone that registers my blood pressure readings from whenever I do my at-home blood pressure cuff thing. And I keep track at least a couple of times a day now, usually a couple of more. Gave her the readings over the weekend. I gave her the readings from Thursday and Friday when I was still on the medicine, and then immediately after stopping the medicine over the weekend. And then I started taking half a pill of metoprolol because my blood pressure was still up a little high. So, I was on that before, so it's not like it's a new medication. I was on that prior to this new one that he switched for whatever reason. So I knew it was safe for me to take, and I had taken it in the past as well. So anyhow, takes those readings, says, okay, I'll get with the doctor. I'll talk to him about this new with the readings and all that stuff, and we'll see what he says. And I have yet to hear from them again. So I'm not sure. Judging by the time, I'm doubting that I will. Well, I can't really say that because I have been called late in the evening by his nursing staff. Not by him, of course. How silly would that be for the doctor to actually doctor stuff? Anyway, we'll see. We'll see if I hear from them today or tomorrow or the next day or ever. I'm not scheduled to go back for an appointment with him until December, so If he wants to wait until then to have this conversation with me, then he will be fired. I don't know. I don't know how they're going to feel about it if I just get irritated enough that I stop talking to this doctor and I just go look for a new cardiologist. I don't know. But I should be doing that. I think I should be. But I'm not really sure how that works on my insurance. So I don't know. But my insurance case manager, Kara, has called me a few times. So I should be hearing from her soon. Maybe I'll give her a call and find out how that works. Because, yeah, quite frankly, I don't think I want to remain in the care of this office that tried to murder me with my own allergies. Anyhow, that's the update for that. Maybe later on tonight, I'll do another episode explaining everything. But I'm really tired today. Otherwise, I feel okay. I slept hardly at all last night. I don't know why. But as far as how I feel now that I'm not dealing with that allergic reaction to that sulfa, I feel a lot better. So other than being tired, I did have some chest pressure today. Don't know what the cause is or anything still. So I have nothing new on that. But otherwise, I'm feeling a lot better. I feel like I'm getting my strength back. So I'm kind of happy. There are a couple of other issues that I wish would resolve, but they're not yet. And the blood thinners are making me bleed a lot. Like I got a nosebleed this morning, and it bled for like half an hour. It was a mess. And nosebleeds are not common for me either, so I'm not really sure where that came from. But anyhow, everything else is okay. Well, I do have one update because talking to my family over the weekend, on Sunday we had everybody together. And, the family was recounting some family history as far as health and wellness is concerned. And I learned something because it's something that I really didn't know. And they acted like I should have known, but I didn't know. And I don't know why that is. Like, some of us are in families that don't communicate very much, like your cousins, aunts, and uncles, and, relatives on the outer circle like that. We don't communicate very well. I have cousins that I haven't spoken to in decades. I don't know. We're just not that kind of a family, I guess. And my aunts and uncles and cousins that I grew up with and everything, we talk every once in a while, but sometimes it's years and years. And so I found out this weekend that on my maternal line of my family, my grandfather, my grandmother, two of my aunts, and my uncle all had heart problems, heart attacks, actually. And my uncle had had open heart surgery. So apparently, if you consider that and my brother's conditions that he's dealing with his heart, heart disease seems to run in my family, run right through my family, actually. But oddly enough, I don't know if this is encouraging or not. It should be encouraging. It doesn't kill them. Whenever they've died from something else. So they have heart attacks, survive them, and then live long enough to die from something else. Those that have passed. So, I don't know. Maybe that's encouraging. Maybe in my genes, it's okay. We can have a heart attack or two or three, and it'll be fine until you're 80 and you die from something else. I don't know. Anyway, kind of revealing. Had lots of revelations about my family's medical history that I didn't know, but they didn't understand why I didn't know. But I was in the Midwest for almost 30 years with no relatives anywhere near me, so we didn't really talk to anybody that much. Nobody came to visit except my mom and dad, so it's not like people were knocking on my door trying to keep in touch. But yeah, a lot happened over that 30 years that apparently I wasn't aware of and could have impacted my understanding of my health had I known. Probably not, wouldn't have impacted it as far as preventing it or anything, but at least I could have known what was coming, I guess. But it's interesting. Heart attacks, heart surgeries, but I guess there's some tough old coots because, it just doesn't get them. So maybe I have that going for me. Anyway, I will talk to everybody later. Take care. I've got stuff I've got to go do some cardiac rehab. I got to, all the stuff. I got to eat. I'm starving. And feed the dogs. So take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Eat your vegetables. Goodbye.